Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, The Donkey Business. How are y'all?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Sadiq, I'm very angry because you didn't wish me on my birthday.
Oh, sorry. Happy birthday,
अरे he
Sadiq.
had wished you यार. He had wished
You
you on our
wished me,
WhatsApp group.
Sadiq didn't wish me.
I did. I did.
WhatsApp
No, you
WhatsApp
didn't.
group पे किया था इसने. किया था.
Kiya tha? Oh, you didn't tag
You
me.
didn't reply. You
I
now
didn't
say Sadiq.
see.
You didn't reply.
I didn't see. Sorry.
You didn't reply to me also on WhatsApp by the way. So I had to call.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna edit this.
that's no problem.
Okay, welcome to the channel. And today we were going to actually talk about a hero and Bhoothakalam, but sadly, India's not releasing a hero on Amazon Prime for I don't know what bad reason. So today here we are talking about Bhoothakalam, which is a Malayalam film just released on Sony Liv, and it released just today. So we are here to talk about the movie and what we thought about it. Before I ask about what the movie is about and everything, I want to know, Farhad and Sadiq, did you all like the movie? I'm going to give three options. Okay, yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
My answer is maybe. So, Farhad, can you introduce the film and tell us what the film is about?
So thank you Tanya. Long time on your channel
Yeah.
and always a pleasure being here. Please call us often. We feel left out.
Even I'm
Okay.
feeling left
And
out, but yeah, we are actually talking after a while.
very long time. Very
Yeah.
long time. I just finished watching Bhoothakalam, the Malayalam film Bhoothakalam, some time back. I think it's just been an hour or hour and a half. And I also have written my review on my site, Popcorn Reviews. Please thoda prachar mein kar lo, Tanya.
It's in
So,
the link, it's in the description box below.
Bhoothakalam is the first Malayalam film to come out in 2022 on the back of an excellent 2021. Naturally, it was an acid test for the Malayalam film industry because they are tapping in on a genre which is very tricky. You know, it requires undivided attention. It can be typecast. It is actually a story of a mother and a son, both who are clinically depressed for different reasons. Following a death in their family, there are some strange occurrences that takes place in the house. So this is like a one-line summary that I can give. And I just found the story to be so much absorbing, you know, like it is a far cry. It's not like a standard horror film that I have seen, you know, with creaking doors or, you know, all of that. But it is very absorbing and it very layered screenplay. It also tackles the subject of mental health very efficiently, I felt. And yeah, we'll talk about the rest anyway. So
Uh,
So, like you all said, that it's absorbing and everything. Honestly, it is absorbing, but I don't see the motivation in the movie. When I started watching the movie now, I was like, oh, it's a 1.5 hour film, Malayalam film. Wow, it's gonna be fun. And half an hour into the movie, I was like, why is it so slow? For a 1.5 hour runtime, this movie is very slow. Then it became 1 hour. I'm like, dude, nothing is happening. I'm actually kind of turned off with the storytelling, and then the last 15 minutes was great. So for me, the movie was absorbing, yes, because of the actions that were happening, and it was a slow burn. But it was honestly like if I didn't know that the movie is nice because y'all recommended, I would maybe not watch it and give up half of it. It
true.
was not
That's true.
that absorbing for me.
Yeah, true. At least the first half. Yeah, but it was good
Storytelling
to
was
see.
nice, but apart, like I mean, storytelling was very slow. You know, I could imagine like this is that movie which is good on paper and in the script or in a book, but really badly portrayed on screen.
why would you say it's badly portrayed? So,
I did not
मेरे
feel
लिए तो
connected at all. Honestly, I did not feel connected. Like it was
नहीं तो
interesting for its story, but it was so badly shown.
okay. I would like to overwhelmingly disagree then. If this is the if this is this is your opinion. I would respect it definitely, but I would overwhelmingly disagree with that. And even partly with Sadiq with the first half, because I think the first half I was glued right from scene number one. When there's this figure that comes out. That white figure that comes out in a very
in the
still shot,
keyhole.
right, right at the beginning. Yeah, right in from the keyhole. Yeah, and I was like glued right from that scene. And then, so probably my uh, gaze at looking at the film was not specifically horror, which is why I may have enjoyed it a little more. I felt I took it as a drama only. It for me it was a drama horror. Uh,
Fair enough.
so yeah, the horror element was there right at the end in the last one third, you can say, of the film. There was a little mystery element little before that. First half, I think it was more about clinical depression and uh, understanding the characters and from where they came from, and whether the line between reality and the psychological element was blurred or not. That I think was uh, you know treading on that part in the first half specifically, because it was following a death, and as it is, they were not happy. So it does. I mean, yeah, it was slow, but I wouldn't say it was boring. I mean, for me, मेरे लिए तो boring नहीं था. And second half तो काफी अच्छा था. In fact, ending तो बहुत ही अच्छा था. And overall, I really liked the film. So हाँ, आप बताओ.
I just think that it was a movie lost in translation. Like seriously lost in translation. I think like मुझे ऐसे director के words सुनाई दे रहे थे जब भी वो actors को reading दे रहे होंगे ना, like when he must be giving a narration to the actors, I could really hear the director कि then this happens, then that happens, and I put this music, and then your chashma hilta hai. But then when you see it on screen, it does not portray like how you're narrating a film, and that was exactly what was happening for me. I saw no motivation. I was like, what are you trying to show? And then the end also was so like disappointing. Like in the start, no, when he goes to his mother and he says that, why did you drop the phone? I thought that both of them will play mental games with each other. I thought both of them will only like, blame each other, and then she'll lock him and then he'll take revenge. I thought कि ऐसा कुछ होगा where they'll blame paranormal, but they are the ones who are revenging with each other. And then when I saw that, like वो पुरानी बेटी आ गई and the son has committed suicide, I was like, what is this? This is Vastu Shastra.
Tariq?
For me, I would partially disagree with Tanya because I do agree the pacing was a bit slow, but that what can I say here? That the director was narrating and all. Well, to an extent, I can agree with it, but see, due to the fact the pacing of the film was slow, because the storyline demanded it. So the characters had to portray it in a manner that they were, I mean, suffering from some issues. I mean, some emotional issues. I'm not sure
Okay,
whether to
forget
agree
being
or disagree
slow. Forget being slow. Fine. It was slow. Both of us have agreed. But don't you think that it was amateur?
to an extent. To an extent. I
Like,
can't
come on,
disagree or
Malayalam
agree.
films are great. I'm not comparing it with other films also, but it was a very amateur film for me personally.
Maybe from a screenplay perspective, maybe, but from a performance wise, specifically Revathy and Shane Nigam, I think they did a
Performance-wise,
really
it was
commendable.
great, and I think that's why you are there. That is one technicalities is one reason you would even be like you would watch the film. Of course, performances, camera work, and everything was great, which we will come to. But talking about direction and story, it was just very, very amateurish for me.
Maybe because I think the screenplay took a lot of time for the story to be established, because I think this is why you may have found it to be quite amateurish or not a finished product. This is what I'm thinking. But overall, it was
Coming to
good.
the mood of the film, what did y'all think about the whole mood? Did it have the suspense feel and the horror feel and all of that? Do you think that it was well made that way, production value type?
See, so Tanya, so this was not a typical horror film. So even when we say it is amateur or not amateur, ये typical horror film नहीं है. So which means कि उस अगर ये typical horror film होती, ये fast paced होती, there would have been many jump scares. This was a slow atmospheric film only. उसी से मतलब वो हॉरर जनरेट करने का ट्राई किया था. यू नो इट वाज नॉट एज इफ कि टिपिकल हॉरर सेम टेम्पलेट अगर फॉलो होता तो क्या यू वुड हैव कॉल्ड इट अ गुड फिल्म. दैट इज अनदर डिस्कशन दैट कैन बी हैड. You know, then it would be typically like a Vikram Bhatt film. You know, the
No,
horror.
why when you see a movie like Con, even that's not a horror film. It's a psychological horror because it's mind games. Though there is
नहीं
no like things coming and going.
No, no.
I'm not saying I
नहीं
want
नहीं
boots
नहीं
coming and going,
ये
but at least
एग्जाम्पल
if
ही
you
गलत
have a
है.
story.
नहीं ये एग्जाम्पल ही गलत है. कौन कैन नॉट बी कंपेयर टू दिस. कौन मतलब तो वो तो सीरियल किलर वाला था.
I'm not
कौन
saying
तो
about serial killer. I'm talking about the whole storytelling and how is the
नो नो नो
writing. Like I said, there's no
बट एग्जाम्पल ही
motivation in
गलत
the
है ना.
movie.
एग्जाम्पल ही गलत है ना. मैं मतलब आप कोई दूसरा एग्जाम्पल दो फिर.
Vastu Shastra. Vastu Shastra was also like that only.
वास्तुशास्त्र डिडंट वर्क फॉर मी. अब
Vastu
कुछ
Shastra didn't work for me also, but this for me was even worse than Vastu Shastra.
और उर्मिला मटोंडकर's भूत आई गेस वहां से थोड़ा हो सकता है बिकॉज कौन वाज मोर लाइक साइकोलॉजिकल थ्रिलर ना वो तो उसमें तो
Over
हॉरर
here
का
also,
एलिमेंट
if you're showing that both of them are depressed and maybe they are hallucinating, that also somewhere comes in psychology only.
थ्रिलर नहीं था लेकिन दिस वाज. मैं शुरू से बोल रहा हूँ दिस इज अ ड्रामा हॉरर.
हाँ ड्रामा हॉरर
But in
एग्जैक्टली
the
हॉरर है ये.
in
थ्रिलर है ही
the
नहीं.
thing also is written that they go through horrific situation or something like that, so they themselves have used the word
हॉरर तो
horror.
है ना. एट द एंड ऑफ द
So
डे
that's what
एंड
I'm
ऑफ
saying. There is the horror.
हॉरर है.
Like, what are you trying to show?
अरे
Is my question.
अरे तो हॉरर बताओ. हाँ सादिक को.
जहाँ पे सुपर नेचुरल एलिमेंट अगर हो या एटलीस्ट सुपर नेचुरल एलिमेंट का थोड़ा सा नोशन हो तो वो तो हॉरर में आउट हो सकता है ना मतलब यहाँ पे एटलीस्ट कुछ कुछ नोशंस थे सुपर नेचुरल
एंड
टाइप
आप
मतलब
एटमॉस्फेरिक देखो
एटलीस्ट
ना. एटमॉस्फेरिक आपने भी ये भी तो क्रिएट किया था. आपने
So
एटमॉस्फेयर क्रिएट किया
that's
था.
what I'm talking about. Did you like the
इट्स
atmosphere?
मोर लाइक अ हेरिडिटरी मूवी देखी है आपने. इंग्लिश मूवी ऑन
या
दैट लाइन. इट इज समवेयर इन दैट स्पेस. आई वुड से
इट इज
कौन तो बहुत ही अलग मतलब एग्जांपल दे दिया आपने. मतलब वो तो मैं तो
But
एकदम ही
at least
डिसएग्री
had
कर
a
दूंगा.
motivation, even if it was not a horror movie, there was a
नहीं
motivation.
मोटिवेशन
Over
इसमें
here,
भी था.
what was the motivation? I didn't like the
मोटिवेशन वाज
end
द
also of the
रिकंसिलिएशन.
movie.
रिकंसिलिएशन था ना. उनका लैक ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन था बिटवीन द मदर एंड द सन. तो
और
उनका कैसे कैसे. हाँ बताओ.
और मैं इस बात पे भी थोड़ा डिसएग्री करूंगा बिकॉज कौन थोड़ी ज्यादा फास्ट पेस थी इससे ये फिर भी
कौन
थोड़ी
तो
स्लो
बहुत
थी
वो तो थ्रिलर ही थी. आउट एंड
That's
आउट
what इसमें
थ्रिलर.
तो कुछ था ही नहीं. Exactly what I'm trying to say. That even over here, what was the end? Do you all understand the end? What was that end? What was the story? Where did he go?
वो थोड़ा
सो आई वुड लाइक टू सी हियर दैट द एंड ऐसा नहीं था कि इट फोकस्ड ऑन द बैक स्टोरी ऑफ द स्पिरिट और एनीथिंग. वो एक फोक टेल थी सब जगह पे जहाँ पे यू नो दे वर एक्चुअली staying in that house. तो वो folk tale थी which turned out to be true. But why did it need to have a back story कि इसने इसका बदला लिया या इसका ये इसके वजह से मरी थी या मरा था. वो क्यों करने का जरूरत था इन अ हॉरर फिल्म. द थिंग वाज दैट आपने रिकंसिलिएशन किया एंड यू got out of that situation together and then you shifted from that place. That was the thing. मतलब आप अपने जो आपका जो फोकस एरिया क्या था. आपका फोकस एरिया प्राइमरीली मेरे लिए इसमें था द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द मदर एंड द सन. इट स्टार्टेड ऑफ एज एन एस्ट्रेंज्ड वन एंड देन दे रिकंसाइल्ड. यू नो एक सीन पे ये भी था कि स्पॉयलर्स दैट यू नो रेवती वाज पोरिंग सम पॉइजन इन द डोसा का आटा. है ना. तो मतलब कि दे वर एक्चुअली वो लेवल तक टिपिंग पॉइंट गया था उनका रिलेशनशिप की. अब तो सुसाइड ही कर देते भाई. बात खत्म कर देते. एंड देन दैट इमोशनल सीन हैपेंस. दैट रिकंसिलिएशन हैपेंस. बट
And
वो
that was in the phase that this is going to happen. When I was watching the movie with my friend, no, I told him कि देखना ये डोसा फेंक देगी और वो ही हूँ.
हाँ तो उसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है.
मतलब
उसमें
वही तो
प्रॉब्लम
I'm
है
saying
क्या.
that it is so amateur. That is my point. That's what I'm saying. That for me it is a
हाँ
very
तो आई एम
amateur. It's not
रिस्पेक्टिंग
a
योर
movie
पॉइंट.
which I'll be like, oh wow, it's so nice. It was a very
नहीं नहीं तो मैं
normal
तो
film.
रिस्पेक्ट कर रहा हूँ. आई एम नॉट सी आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग टू एनफोर्स माय ओपिनियन ऑन यू. यू हैव योर ओपिनियन. आई हैव माय ओपिनियन एंड वी आर 10 वी कैन अग्री टू डिसएग्री. यार ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
Yeah.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. So that we can agree to disagree. मेरे लिए focus area was the relationship and it worked and it's fine to be predictable. मेरे लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं था कि वो प्रिडिक्टेबल था. यू कैन से ठीक है, मतलब इट डिडंट वर्क फॉर यू, फाइन, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
Coming to the music, what do you all think? How is the BGM, and did it live up to your expectations of creating the atmosphere of drama film?
Yes. So as obvious, मतलब Malayalam movies का तो it's always the BGM is good, and it did suit it to I mean it was directly aligned with the pace of the films. So credit to Gopi Sundar for designing a good music, a good background music, which was directly aligned with the film's motive. So for me, it was good. Really
Yeah,
good job.
even I like the music.
मेरे लिए भी haunting, it was nicely
Yeah,
haunting.
music was
That
nice.
tune that was there, BGM.
Coming to the cinematography,
तो the cinematography जो था कि I felt they had approached the horror element particularly very differently here. They relied more on shadows instead of, I think, long takes that were there, and steady takes, or fast cuts that was in there. The cinematography, I think, it did create that atmosphere, of using the shadows particularly very well is what I
yeah,
wanted to.
yeah. For me, even I like the cinematography and the color palette. It was really nice and dull, but still very interesting, and I really liked the feel of the film when it comes to its camera work. And now coming to one of my favorite parts of the film were the performances. I fell in love with both the characters, the mother and the son, especially the son. I think he was really good.
Yeah, first time we are agreeing on something on your
Yes,
Yeah.
in the podcast.
I'm missing Saket here.
Akit will kill it
yeah.
every time.
Saket is also.
Yeah, for me, from a performance perspective, so the most of the screen time was occupied by Revathy and Shane Nigam, and I think they justified it. They justified their lead role, and obviously Revathy, because she is a highly experienced actress,
Yeah.
almost 4 decades of 4 decades of experience coming from the 80s, and so she justified that being in the lead role and being in the lead role of the mother. So absolutely good job and absolutely commendable. And the manner in which she and obviously Shane Nigam, they were able to illustrate the mental health issues, and specifically when when all the pressure is on you. I mean, you too, obviously the mother and the son, and you don't have any kind of support from any other family member or anything. So you do feel to get isolated, and it was evident. This is what I really liked about the film, that they were able to show the disparity in such a good manner.
So, do you think that this movie lived up to your expectations, to what you read or heard about it?
So, to be honest, I had slightly higher expectations. So, it did not really match my expectations, but it was still good enough. Of course, I had slightly higher expectations from this, but still, it was okay.
So I generally nowadays have been looking at the thing that I'm doing. I do not really expect anything from any film, and then I just want it to surprise me in a way. It's the other way that I am working currently. So in that sense, because I did not watch the trailer, I just went into the film blind, and with that aspect, it really came out in the film like pretty satisfied. So I really liked the film, and yeah, I can say that yeah, it did meet. You know,
For me, even I didn't go with any expectations, but in my mind, I knew that it would be a good enough film. And then when I saw the first 10 minutes, I was absorbed into it and I was like, okay, this is something interesting, but then it didn't live up to my expectations. So, okay, coming to a last segment after a very heated conversation today. I don't know why I'm feeling awkward. Like we just fought and I need to call you after this call and tell you that, hey, we're good now.
no, we are always good. It's good to have a difference of opinion. Yeah, we should have it more.
Yeah.
In fact, we are being nice and everything in all movies. I am being nice, very nice, very giving as a critic.
You
So
are, you are quite.
yeah.
Sadiq will say, I love it, and then he'll say, yeah, but this was lacking, this was lacking, this was lacking, but I love it, I love it.
सादिक देखना अभी 4 4.5 निकालेगा
Oh,
आपने
four
वो
and a
गुड
half, and
एफर्ट
that's
करके बोला है.
same. Let's do
कितना
one
है
thing.
सादिक?
Let's guess one. Okay, so let's do one thing. I will guess Sadiq stars. Sadiq will guess Farhad stars, and Farhad will guess my
That's not
stars, and then
fair.
let's see that we were right or wrong.
That's not fair. You all have read my review, I guess, right?
Yeah, but then I don't remember
I've
the
already written it.
stars.
अच्छा, चल, देते हैं.
So I'll guess Sadiq. I think Sadiq will give 4.
No, 3.5.
Close. इतनी बुराई करके भी 3.5 दोगे तो मतलब है.
Nice.
जरा-
Guess Farhad.
मैं फरहाद का अच्छा फरहाद का I'll go with 4.
4 it is, yes. And Tanya ka, I'll say it in typical way how Tanya would say it, I'll enact her. So I'll give it 2.5.
I was just thinking that only.
2.5?
2.5.
Round about that.
So that's about it. Thank you for coming, guys, and I will see you soon. We have to do a lot more. This conversation was really nice today, and I hope that we agree to disagree on both our points. Let us know what you think about the movie in the comments below. Please go and read Farhad's review. It's in the description box, and Sadiq's channel is also in the description box below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And let us know if there are other movies that you want us to react/review.
And because I think we've had such a heated debate, there would be many points that, of course, the opinion is going to be divided in the comment section also. So just one request, please be civil. Okay, let's not abuse each other. Let's agree to disagree. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not an issue. Even if you don't agree with me saying the film, don't abuse me. Please don't abuse Tanya. She's doing a fabulous job with her channel. Please don't abuse Sadiq. Okay, so we can all be civil with each other and still
I
share
am
our opinion.
expecting some abuses.
No, but please, let's keep the channel clean, and let's be civil in the comments, and we'll
Let's bash
definitely
in a
catch
good
you
way.
all. Yeah, let's bash in a good way, yeah, and let's agree to disagree. That's the main thing. It's
Yeah.
good to have difference of opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And Sadiq again looks like, what the fuck? These people have started again. I'm so bored.
No. मैं used to हूँ. I used to
अच्छा
it.
हुआ मैंने ये कलर का ब्लू वैसे दिख रहा है, बट आई वुड हैव नेक्स्ट टाइम वो इफ अगर डिवाइडेड ओपिनियन होता तो मैं मतलब आई वुड हैव वो ऐसा कलर जो बोल ना पाए कि ये वाला जो लड़का है ना उसने सही नहीं पहना है, सही नहीं बोला है.
Yeah, all of us
Last
are
time
in
this is
blue
what called
today.
out for. Yeah, all of us are in blue.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you all super soon.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye bye.